Alright guys, let's start with Week 4 Sunday's game for the NFL. We've got some big matchups on the board, and I'm breaking it all down for you: spreads, totals, money lines, and some key player props to keep an eye on. Minnesota Vikings versus Pittsburgh Steelers. Team comparison. Both squads are 2-1, but Minnesota has faced stronger competition and still impressed. Their defense ranks among the league's best, holding opponents to the lowest EPA per play. Carson Wentz has managed the offense efficiently, connecting on big plays without mistakes. Pittsburgh, while also 2-1, has benefited from one of the league's softest schedules and sits bottom 10 in key offensive categories. Minnesota is the sharper side here. Spread, Vikings -2.5. Minnesota's defense should limit Pittsburgh's offensive upside, and Wentz has been steady enough to capitalize on weak spots. Laying under a field goal gives solid value on the Vikings covering. Total, under 40, 1.5. Both defenses are strong enough to keep this matchup tight and low scoring. Minnesota's defense is elite, and Pittsburgh's defense can hold their ground enough to prevent a shootout. A scoreline in the high teens to low 20s feels likely. Moneyline, Vikings. Neutral site game in Dublin favors the deeper, more efficient team. Minnesota has more proven playmakers and should grind out a win. Player prop suggestions. Justin Jefferson, over 74.5 receiving yards, cleared this mark in 2 straight games, 75-81. Steelers defense has allowed a 75.5% catch rate to WRs, making this a strong angle. Jonnu Smith, under 29.5 receiving yards, hasn't gone over this mark in 3 straight games, 23, 27, 15. Usage is limited, especially in a tough matchup. Washington Commanders versus Atlanta Falcons. Team comparison. The Commanders come in at 2-1, while the Falcons sit at 1-2 after getting shut out 30-0 by Carolina. Washington is without rookie QB Jaden Daniels, but veteran Marcus Mariota proved he can step in, throwing for over 200 yards and leading the team to 41 points last week. Atlanta, on the other hand, has serious offensive concerns, especially after looking flat and failing to score in Week 3. Washington's defense has been solid, and with Mariota managing the game, they still have the advantage. Spread, Commanders plus 1.5. This number suggests a close contest, but Washington looks like the more complete team right now. Atlanta's defense has been inconsistent, and their offense isn't reliable. Washington's depth and Mariota's experience should allow them to keep this inside the number and possibly win outright. Total, under 43.5. Neither offense is primed to explode here. Washington's scoring outburst last week came against a weak Raiders defense, and the Falcons are still searching for rhythm. Expect defensive pressure, stalled drives, and a slower tempo, making the under the better play. Moneyline, Commanders. The Commanders have won their last 4 matchups against Atlanta, and Mariota provides steady veteran play. Considering Atlanta's collapse in Week 3, Washington looks like the better value to win this game outright. Player prop suggestions. Bijan Robinson, over 24.5 receiving yards. He's been a consistent check-down target, with 5+ catches in 2 of his first 3 games. Expect Atlanta to keep him involved as a pass catcher against Washington's front. Marcus Mariota, over 202.5 passing yards. He threw for 207 last week and should clear this number again against the Falcons defense. New Orleans Saints versus Buffalo Bills. Team comparison. Buffalo is 3-0 and laying a big number at home, -14.5, riding a balanced offense and a defense that's limited explosive plays. New Orleans is 0-3, shifting to rookie Spencer Rattler to spark the passing game. Given the Bills' form and home field, the onus is on the Saints to keep pace through the air while Buffalo leans on the ground game to control script. Spread, Bills -14.5. Buffalo's efficiency edge plus game control at home supports a multi-score cushion. Saints' offense has been inconsistent, which increases cover risk if Buffalo jumps ahead early. Total, under 47.5. Bills can shorten the game behind the run. Saints likely string drives but stall in the red zone. That combo points to fewer total possessions and an underlean. Moneyline, Bills. Heavy favorite for a reason, superior roster, quarterback, and venue. Straight Moneyline has minimal value, but it aligns with the spread by total read. Player prop suggestions. Spencer Rattler, over 202.5 pass yards. New Orleans' best path is volume through the air. Rattler has cleared to 202 of 3 and should be throwing from behind. James Cook, over 75.5 rush yards. Buffalo's preferred script at home. Establish the run and salt it late. Cleveland Browns versus Detroit Lions, team comparison. Detroit just hung 38 on the road and returns to Ford Field with a balanced attack, two-headed RB punch, and the defense trending up. Cleveland's defense is stout versus the run, but the offense has been stuck in the teens weekly, making sustained drives and red zone finishing the key concern. Spread, Lions negative 9.5. Expects Detroit to win by margin. If Cleveland's offense stays capped in the mid-teens, Detroit has room to clear 2 scores. Total, under 44.5. Projected slower script. Browns defense forces longer drives. Lions lean on the run with a lead, fewer possessions, and clock bleed. Moneyline. Lions, stronger offense plus home field. Little standalone value, but consistent with spread total red. Player prop suggestions. David Montgomery, over 45.5 rush yards. Recent form plus likely positive game script keep him fed between the tackles. Joe Flacco, over 0.5 passing TDs. Browns may be chasing. One red zone or play action strike can cash this. Carolina Panthers versus New England Patriots, team comparison. Both squads enter at 1-2. The Panthers are coming off a shocking shutout win over Atlanta, while the Patriots fell short against Pittsburgh. Carolina's defense has been steady, but New England's run-stopping unit and rookie QB Drake May give them a slight edge at home. Spread, Patriots negative 5.5. The Patriots are favored by nearly a touchdown, and their defense against the run could tilt the game. Carolina has struggled with consistency, especially through the air, giving New England the upper hand to cover. Total, under 42.5. Scoring has been limited on both sides. The Patriots have topped 15 points only once, and Carolina has only done it twice. With 2 defenses capable of limiting big plays, this game projects to stay under the total. Moneyline, Patriots. New England at home is a safer straight-up play. Carolina brings momentum from last week, but the Patriots' balance makes them the better pick to win outright. Player prop suggestions. Drake May, over 211.5 passing yards. May has topped this number in all 3 games, throwing for 268 against Pittsburgh. New England continues to lean on his arm, making another 200-plus yard outing very likely. Chuba Hubbard, over 72.5 rush plus receiving yards. Hubbard is Carolina's go-to weapon, clearing 70 scrimmage yards in back-to-back weeks. His usage as both runner and receiver gives him multiple ways to hit this line. Los Angeles Chargers versus New York Giants, team comparison. The Chargers are undefeated at 3-0, with Justin Herbert running the offense and rookie RB Omarion Hampton stepping into a lead role. Their defense is top 10 against both run and pass. The Giants, meanwhile, are 0-3 and handing the keys to rookie QB Jackson Dart for his first start a tough ass against an LA defense that has been stout all year. New York's biggest weakness is still run defense, giving up 100-plus yards consistently. Spread, Chargers negative 6.5. Chargers has more firepower and a defense that can rattle darts. A 1-score spread favors them to cover. Total, under 43.5. This number feels a little high given the matchup. The Chargers have leaned on their defense and run game, which naturally slows the pace and keeps scoring in check. On the other side, the Giants are breaking in rookie QB Jackson Dart, and rookie-led offenses usually deal with stalled possessions and field goal drives instead of touchdowns. Moneyline, Chargers. With Herbert, Hampton, and a lockdown defense, Los Angeles holds the edge in every phase. Giants are long shots here. Player prop suggestions. Justin Herbert, over 254.5 passing yards, has gone over in 2 of 3 starts this year. Jackson Dart, over 188.5 passing yards rookie debut, but game script likely forces him to throw. Philadelphia Eagles versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, team comparison. both teams come in undefeated at 3-0. The Eagles lean on Jalen Hurts and a strong rushing attack, while Tampa Bay has built its identity around one of the NFL's best run defenses. That matchup is going to force Philadelphia to be creative, while the Buccaneers will try to keep their balance behind Baker Mayfield's decision-making. Spread: Eagles -3.5. Philly giving just over a field goal feels fair. Their defensive front can create problems for Tampa's offensive line, and if Hurts gets rolling, it'll be tough for the Bucs to keep pace. Total under 40, 3.5. This game features two defenses that thrive in the trenches. Tampa's run-stopping ability and Philadelphia's pass rush both point to long drives stalling out. That setup leans toward a lower scoring outcome, so the under makes sense. Moneyline, Eagles. When it comes to winning outright, the Eagles have the more complete roster. Tampa has been excellent as an underdog, but Philadelphia's overall balance puts them in position to grab this win straight up. Player prop suggestions. Saquon Barkley, over 2.5 receptions. Barkley has been a consistent checkdown target. With Philly's defense bringing pressure, expect him to see quick passes out of the backfield to clear this line. Baker Mayfield, over 17.5 rushing yards. Mayfield has been willing to scramble when plays break down. Facing the Eagles' front seven, he should have multiple chances to tuck and run for solid yardage. Tennessee Titans vs. Houston Texans. Team comparison. Both teams are 0-3, but Houston has the stronger roster on paper. The Texans' defensive line, powered by Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, has been disruptive, ranking top 2 inches pass rush so far. Tennessee, meanwhile, is struggling with rookie QB Cam Ward behind a weak offensive line that has been giving up pressure all season. Houston has the better offensive weapons and a defense that can control the pace, while Tennessee is still in rebuild mode. Spread: Texans -7.5. The Texans are favored by more than a touchdown. That's a big number for two winless teams, but Houston's defense has the edge to cover if they force Ward into mistakes. Tennessee's line is too shaky to trust on the road. Total under 39.5. Both offenses have been inconsistent and both defenses are capable of generating pressure. Expect stalled drives, field goals, and limited explosive plays. Moneyline, Texans. Houston is still the safer pick straight up at home, especially with Derek Stingley Jr. trending toward returning in the secondary. Titans don't have enough firepower to pull this upset without defensive turnovers. Player prop suggestions. Nico Collins, over 5.5 receptions. He's averaging heavy targets, 11 last week, and is the top option with multiple red zone looks. Cam Ward, over 0.5 passing TDs. Even with struggles, he has thrown one touchdown in back-to-back games, and garbage time production is possible here. Indianapolis Colts vs. Los Angeles Rams. Team comparison. The Colts are a surprise 3-0 team, scoring over 30 points per game while protecting the football. The Rams, though, bring one of the NFL's better defenses and a proven veteran in Matthew Stafford. Playing at SoFi, Los Angeles will be a tougher test than what Indy has faced so far. Spread: Rams -3.5. The Colts have shown resilience and efficiency, but the Rams' defense at home makes them the slight favorite. The number feels right, leaning toward Los Angeles covering in a close one. Total over 49.5. Both teams have been putting up points. Indy's offense is rolling and the Rams can strike quickly through the air. With the Colts ranking near the bottom against the run and the Rams' defense also giving up scores, this sets up as a high-scoring matchup. Moneyline, Rams. The Colts are tempting as an underdog, but the Rams' balance and home field advantage give them the edge to win outright. Player prop suggestions. Jonathan Taylor, anytime touchdown. Taylor is the centerpiece of Indy's attack, and with his volume near the goal line plus pass-catching ability, he's got multiple paths to find the end zone. Matthew Stafford, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Stafford continues to spread the ball around effectively. With the Colts defense vulnerable to both the run and pass, 2 or more touchdowns through the air is well within reach. Jacksonville Jaguars vs. San Francisco 49ers, team comparison. The Jaguars are 2-1 with Trevor Lawrence leading an offense that's flashed but also turned the ball over. On the other side, the 49ers are undefeated at 3-0 and still one of the most complete teams in football. San Francisco's defense remains elite, while Christian McCaffrey and company keep the offense balanced. Spread, 40, Niners negative 3.5. San Francisco at home with their defense should have the upper hand, but Jacksonville has been competitive in every game. The line suggests a tight contest, though the 49ers' consistency makes them the safer side. Total, over 46.5, both teams can move the ball. With two aggressive quarterbacks, this game leans toward the over. Moneyline, 40, Niners. The Jaguars are a live dog at plus 150, but San Francisco rarely drops games at Levi's Stadium. Their defense plus efficiency in the red zone makes the Niners the better straight-up play. Player prop suggestions. Trevor Lawrence, over 32.5 pass attempts. Lawrence has thrown 30 plus times in every start this year, including 40 and 42 attempts in 2 games. Facing a tough San Francisco front, the Jags may lean even more on his arm. Brock Purdy, under 10.5 rushing yards. Purdy's not a running quarterback, and with him coming off an injury, designed runs or scrambles should be limited. The under looks reasonable here. Baltimore Ravens versus Kansas City Chiefs team comparison. Both teams are 1-2 and desperate. Baltimore's offense is humming when Lamar is on schedule, but the Ravens have been leaky versus the run. Kansas City finally got on the board, but the passing game is still searching for rhythm beyond Kelsey. Arrowhead will be loud, but urgency is high on both sidelines. Spread, Ravens negative 2.5. If Baltimore drops another one, alarm bells. I'll lean Ravens by a field goal thanks to the more reliable red zone offense and Lamar's dual threat edge. Total, over 48.5. These matchups usually swing on explosive plays and short fields. With both QBs live for chunk gains, I'm comfortable leaning over or nothing. Moneyline, Ravens, slight edge to Baltimore. If you don't want to mess with the hook field goal math, the ML is the safer way to back Lamar. Player prop suggestions, Xavier Worthy, over 3.5 receptions. Kansas City schemes touches for his speed, and Baltimore's focus on Kelsey should free up underneath divided by quick hit volume for Worthy. I like 5-6 targets to get us there. Lamar Jackson, over 1.5 passing TDs. The Chiefs can be bent by misdirection and RPO looks near the goal line. With defenses selling out to Henry, Lamar's play action and quick red zone throws give us multiple paths to 2 scores through the air. Chicago Bears versus Las Vegas Raiders. Team comparison. The Bears head into this matchup with Caleb Williams looking to build consistency after a promising Week 3. Chicago's offense is still a work in progress, but Williams has shown he can extend drives and create plays when things break down. Spread. Raiders negative 1.5. Las Vegas is a small favorite, and playing at home is a big reason why. The Raiders' defense has been better at applying pressure, while Chicago's offensive line remains inconsistent. With a rookie quarterback still adjusting to NFL speed, that slight edge makes the Raiders more reliable against the number. Total, over 48.5. With 2 quarterbacks capable of putting points on the board, this total leans toward the over. Chicago can score with Williams' playmaking ability, and the Raiders' offense tends to move the ball well at home. Indoors at Allegiant Stadium, the conditions favor a higher scoring game. Both defenses have been vulnerable to big plays, which adds to the chance this pushes past 48.5. Moneyline, Raiders. The Bears have shown growth, but Las Vegas's experience and home field advantage make the Raiders the better side straight up. It's a close matchup, but history favors the team that can avoid costly mistakes, and the Raiders have been more dependable in that regard. Player prop suggestions. Geno Smith, over 252.5 passing yards. Smith has consistently topped this yardage mark at home, and with the Bears secondary still giving up explosive plays, he has the weapons to do it again. DeAndre Swift, under 3.5 receptions. Swift has been used more as a runner than as a receiving option so far. With the Raiders linebackers doing well in coverage, the chances of him hitting 4 catches are slim. Green Bay Packers versus Dallas Cowboys. Team comparison. The Packers are a run-first team, but offensive line injuries are a major concern. That's why Josh Jacobs is expected to be leaned on more in the passing game, especially for short, quick throws. Dallas plays heavy zone coverage and has already been vulnerable to running backs catching passes. Spread. Green Bay -6.5. The Packers are favored by nearly a touchdown. Dallas's defensive issues combined with Green Bay's ability to adjust through Jacobs and Jordan Love's short passing game. Total over 46.5. With Green Bay adjusting its attack to quicker throws and Dallas's defense already giving up plays underneath, the projection leans towards steady scoring that can keep this total in play. Moneyline Packers. Green Bay's health concerns on the line make things trickier, but the Packers are still trusted as the stronger team here, which is why they're such heavy favorites. Player prop suggestions: Micah Parsons, over 0.5 sacks. Parsons, now with Green Bay, has the burst to take advantage of Dallas's protection. His speed and strength make him a constant threat in the backfield, and recording at least one sack is well within reach. Kevontae Turpin, over 31.5 receiving yards. Turpin's speed has been a spark for Dallas. He went for 64 yards against Chicago and continues to get consistent looks, giving him a strong chance to clear 31.5 yards again. That's it for this breakdown. Please make sure you subscribe, give this video a like, and always drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear who you're rocking with this week.